Let's go guys, game kedua antara Niples versus Geek Fam. Tadi game pertama udah diamankan oleh Geek Fam. Apakah Niples akan membalas atau makan telur? Kalian yang lagi nonton jangan lupa dibantu like, dibantu subscribe, oke? Biar nggak ketinggalan. Thank you guys. Ya mau komen aja, pasti gue bales dan like, oke? Let's go. Kita masuk ke dalam in game. Waduh, cowok JPL keluar, cowok. Cowok JPL turun gunung gini, guys. Power nih, guys, cowoknya. Hero power, kayak ibaratkan baloi dikasih HC lah. OP nih cowoknya. Harus hati-hati Geek Fam.
Hades shows up and instantly realizes that there's nothing that they could do, so a quick reset for NIP Flash. Geek Fam here taking it slow, applying a little bit of pressure on the top lane just to make sure that Kadera is fine farming. End of day, Moscow.
Buset baloi, barbar banget. Mati, gue baru ngeliat Matilda nih by the way. Dari kemarin kayak jarang banget yang pakai support. Kali ini baloi memakai Matilda.
The minion wave is going to crash underneath the turret at the same time. Geek Fam freeing up Beloyski. Yeah, and the fact that you have the guiding wind, you don't have to be too worried about rotation because you can immediately get to the bot lane when the turtle spawns. Another recall for Owl. Gotta force to be reset. Maybe NIP Flash can get something done on the bot side. Bring Vincent back, but that's just not enough. Hades too far away to have an impact. And even for mid side, JPL, despite finding Beloyski, cannot follow up. Forced away by a boy. And then the Merit spawn coming out from the Zas is so annoying to deal with, right?
Masih belum ada first blood di sini.
Just a little bit of damage, but the damage over time starts to add up, and this is where Zas is so deceiving. Just when you think you're fine, once he hits the level 4, then it's just so painful to deal with. You just don't want to deal with it, right? It's such a headache. Yeah, very minimal solutions. Yeah, and when he has the dominant descent, it just gets worse. It just gets worse, and if he gets going 1, it gets even worse. So the pain only ramps up. Turtle has spawned. This is where Adamir has a very important job. You can say the same for JPL, right? Can they catch a target that is not under the effects of guiding wind? Gobs, with the penalties on flicker, finds Hades in the back, so Hades needs to be escorted out. Geek Fam taking control of the turtle pit, and Adamir being the front line takes away the nightmare spawn, but here comes the demonic descent. Curtisi in danger, he's burning down, and it's gonna be a flicker.
Turtle-nya, aduh, diamankan Hades lagi. Ini Hades lawan mantan timnya, cok. Astaga, baru ngeh gua. Hades dari Geek Fam ya. Baru ngeh gua guys.
Having a bit of a slightly sticky situation at the start, we saw the penalty zone coming in. A really good guiding wind to pull the Terisla out of a sticky situation. Under it all, Hades with that retribution to secure the turtle there. This is the break that NIP Flash needs.
Turtle pertama diamankan Hades, belum ada first blood juga.
Saving his teammate at the same time. All things considered, this is a start that NIP Flash would definitely appreciate, but we are already seeing some of the problems, some of the tests that Geek Fam kind of issues, right? How do you get past this Zaz? How do you deal with the mobility that the Matilda provides? Curtisi now is looking to roam. Like we said, when you have a true thing, you want to be on the front foot, right? Not necessarily in terms of aggression, but at least in the lead, so that when you spot someone out, you can start to initiate. Because when you're on the
Mana tempat sudah berjalan, tapi first blood juga belum ada.
So I think NIP Flash definitely do not want that. Out holding himself pretty well, despite being put behind just slightly on the top side. JPL
langsung di kick. Oh enggak di kick, nggak bisa.
And with Vincent around, NIP Flash couldn't take this.
Gokil, menit 5 menuju menit 5 tanpa first blood. Turtle kedua nih guys, harusnya udah ada.
He does have the damage because he had the dominance descent, but just show he can just chicken do and shimpo out of that.
definitely a way slower game compared to game number 1, right? And
Masih bermain aman dari kedua tim.
Not only stop Geek Fam from snowballing out of control, but also to protect themselves, right? You build this wall to give Hades and especially Owl space on this carry. Second turtle up on the bot side. This could be where it starts to break the game open.
And this is very uncharacteristic of both teams. Usually we would have a first blood or two by now, but because of the gravitas of this match, right, the importance on these results, you can feel like there is a hinge, a little bit of uncertainty on both sides.
Pull back, circling ego to the
Vincent
back.
di kick, tapi tidak ada follow up.
Has to flicker to safety. Vincent on the chase. The chase
Buset, Gops dapat 2 nice banget. Sama-sama nggak ada follow up, cok. Nah, ini baru mantap. Mati nggak sih? Ya, Gopsnya lempar. Nice, Cortezia meninggoy. Good. Hati-hati, Baloy. Gila, sekarat banget, cok. Baloy, balik, anjir.
Gob's coming in the nick of time just to
Balik,
give
Baloy.
warning JBL. If you come in,
Nah,
I will smack you down with my hammer.
Solomon MVP for that fight.
Tahta diamankan oleh Geek
How do you do
Fam.
it? His alien offsprings, right? The demonic descent is just constantly dealing damage over time to NIP Flash. They juggled it the best they could, but it's so unfortunate that Cortese got caught with the crowd control.
This is how close the game is, right? Turtle on both sides, and look at the goal. Not even 3-digit lead for either side. It's jumping back and forth, back and forth. Wow, we are in for a ride, but NIP Flash at this point still trying to manage a little bit of a goal lead there, making sure that this carry farms up. Same thing goes for Geek Fam, the Moscow farming up right now. I think for JPL and Boloyski, it's all about these two.
Yeah.
Who can make the better play for their teams to enter these team fights?
Toughest challenge for NIP Flash yet. I mean, JPL really wants to help clear the wave and will be successful in doing so at the cost of some of his HP. The turret's still very low, and I think Geek Fam, they want this structure with the next wave. Bottom side,
Gila, adu mekanik habis. Tapi Gops terkena solo kill. Sakit banget ya. Lilian gokil.
This is very characteristic from what we
Terlalu
saw
sakit, guys.
Whenever the barrage comes online, you want him to be that front line.
Atasnya, wah nggak jebol lagi, masih bisa ke defense. Tenang guys, Geek Fam 3 purify.
And that does set them up for Owl to have more space.
Auto nangis JPL.
It's so tough when you run into Matilda, and this is what she brings to the board, right? Not only does she have a great sense of mobility, she also can pull her teammates out of trouble, like we saw at the top lane.
We'll see if JPL wants to fight this, but Lloyd
Because-
will submit onto it with the help of Chadera.
Aduh,
JPL forces
masih ada
flicker.
flicker JPL.
Owl also needs to back off. A constant headache. What do you do, right?
Tidak jadi mati si JPL.
Yeah, but at the same time, well, this is good for NIP Flash. You are giving more time for this carry to come in the game. And like we said, when you have a Barats on your side, and he does pick up that Thunder Belt, this is where he will skill. But interestingly enough, Adame actually decided to go for the Gunden's help. So I think he's just looking for more HP to tank up, rather than, you know, that late game skilling.
Yeah, not even a Thunder Belt first. And then knock
Anjir, Turtle dapet si Hades. Hati-hati, nice banget Gops follow up-nya. Ada mirror di tengah-tengah, tidak ada flicker, Dinonya pusing. Mati, nice aboy, tapi Vincent harus tumbang. Kadira connect mid. Gopsnya selamat, ditarik oleh Baloy. Waduh, kelempar lagi Baloynya. Kampret si Zuxin ini, cok.
Really prolonged fights, and he even had enough time to call both the goal laners from the top lane into the middle. But now look at this choosing. Cortese just being a pain in Gobsnack. That burning. Is it enough? No, it isn't. Hades nearly wanted to follow up there as well. But boy, this game is close. But NIP Flash now starting to have a little bit of a lead in their favor. Just slightly under 1.5k goal. However, on the other side, Kadera just finding this pocket of spaces to push down that tier 1 tower at the top lane.
This is where I want to talk about something that Geek Fam has brought to the table so far. How do you solve a boy? Oh well, this king maybe is one of the stars. Meloy getting adjusted. Actually, no.
Aduh, Baloy mati, cok.
Taking him down mid-air. NIP Flash finding signs of life. Top tier
Kena
1
kick ya Baloynya.
goes down.
Gue nggak lihat lagi.
But yes, how do you solve a boy right now?
Well, I think first and foremost is about rotating quickly enough that the Zaz doesn't get put in the picture. This is where NIP Flash have been finding pickoffs, right? Beloyski finds himself in no man's land, Way of Dragon kick, sends him backwards. The carry is there to follow up. And Geek Fam, if they're not too careful, JPL can find even more of these engagements. And I think NIP Flash
Tower
have
mid
to
harus
constantly
jebol
they
dari
cannot
Geek Fam.
allow Geek Fam the rest that they did not have in game 1.
Absolutely. Actually, they caught Beloy before his Purify came off cooldown. It was like a 3-second difference. While NIP Flash, they now maybe can look to set up for the Lord, spawning top side right now. Seems like most of them are positioned in that spot, but again, a boy is going to be a bit of a headache. JPL finds it.
Wah, masih di-purify dari Aboy, nice. Ada ulti. JPL flicker.
Also in the fight, Adamir on a separate angle dealing with
Aduh,
Vincent.
Aboynya ada ulti, cok.
Teams looking to just play this tug of war.
Sabar, sabar, sabar.
NIP Flash dominance descent already used, so our boy would not be
Berapa detik guys ulti
But
Zax
they're
guys?
playing it very safe, you can't afford to make a mistake. We work so
Hampir
hard
jarang
for
banget
it. I
gua
feel like
main
they're
Zax.
giving Geek Fam too much respect, right? I think at the end of the day, they still don't want to take a bad team fight because of the potency that Gops can bring as a Terisla.
Yeah, Lord dances are hard, man. Lord just hits harder and harder with every second, and Hades had to retreat because he was the only one on that objective. And Geek Fam successfully pushing NIP Flash off the Lord, but NIP Flash, they don't want to let go of space, and they're trading their health as a result of that.
Geek Fam doing a very good job at managing the pace, right? They're pulling the ball in NIP Flash court, but it's a hot potato instead of a basketball because Geek Fam, they have everything resetted. Dominance descent once again available for a boy, and if Geek Fam really want to,
Ada mirror ulti tapi tidak ada yang
And
dituju.
Adamir just used the Daytona's welcome. He was trying to fish for something, but Geek Fam were just not in range, so key spells are gone. Maybe JPL will be the difference maker. He's going to be spotted out by Gops. That's not the target you want. And this nightmare spawn from a boy is just a nuisance. That's a walking turret.
But this is also not too bad for Adamir, right? But as a Barrage, remember the first item he picked up was the Guardian's Helm. So as long as he goes out of fight, not for too long, he can regen those HP back. So really good balance coming up for both teams. But for Geek Fam, look at that. They're confident the NIP Flash will not take the lot. They even sent the Roger into the jungle to get extra farm.
Yeah, and the majority of NIP Flash's net worth comes from Hades, right? 1,000 ahead of this Roger. But like you said, Vincent, he gets the space that he wants. And on the same time, Chedera, he's also been given some of the jungle camps.
Lordnya masih saling setup dari kedua tim. Belum ada yang berani all in atau initiate buat war.
Starting to see Vincent hit that level 15, so that sort of the
Masih mencari momen.
he's had over the Roger is completely gone, and this is good for Geek Fam. They've delayed, or at least they've sent a bit of a shiver down NIP Flash's spine long enough for Vincent to catch up to Hades' level.
Yeah, whatever happens in the background right now, Hades, his 15 first, so still a level ahead of Vincent. NIP Flash looking to rush down the Lord. The Blitz might prove to be fruitful. Hades
Wah,
gets the
turtle-nya.
objective, Gops isolated, and
Lordnya
JPL and
diamankan
Adamir do
Hades,
their best
cok.
to keep Geek Fam away. A
Tapi Adamir
sacrifice that
langsung
is
digas.
worth it. But Geek Fam might just want more. Vincent can't find the space. JPL in the front, shut post to
Hati-hati
safety.
Geek Fam.
NIP Flash makes the move.
Yeah, Adamir the scapegoat of it all. NIP Flash, they were looking
Sabar dulu,
for
sabar,
luck.
sabar.
They got it. They tried to look for the re-entry, but Geek Fam, they're not gonna push that luck so far.
Aduh, kadiranya.
He's gonna try Chedera. That was close.
Close. That was for
Nyaris
if
aja,
an
cok.
honest chain had land, I think that would have been
Nyaris
big.
kena solo kill.
Or at least a Purify.
Yeah, that's right. And JPL now just gonna go back. I think they're gonna reset things. That was how long it took to take the lot. It became an enhanced lot.
Yeah.
And well, with it pushing down the bot lane now, I think for Geek Fam it's about clearing up the waves, and they have the resources to do so, right? A boy on the Zaz, you got Moskov. Those are really good wave clears, but Vincent dropping very low.
They want Vincent.
Vincent hati-hati. Wah, kena guys Gopsnya.
Good kick by JPL. NIP Flash still has the capacity to continuing this blitzkrieg. Geek Fam wanting to hold this siege back. JPL again fishing for an opportunity. Beloyski will buy time with the circling ego as the Lord gets whittled down, but this should be an inhibitor for NIP Flash. What a push.
Yeah, fantastic macro lane management coming up
Masih
from
bisa
NIP
ke
Flash
defend.
to get not only tier 3 at
Masih
the bot
aman.
lane, but also tier 2. And look at how tanky Adamir is as a barrage, but JPL finding a
be
little
fine.
barrage.
Chedera
Oh, anjir, Kadira masuk, cok. Nice. Berani banget, anjir, Kadira. Tapi OW-nya free hit.
For Hades, Vincent as a
Bobsnya kena, Kadirnya belum mati. Owi, anjir Owi, unstoppable from Owi. Waduh, 4 orang tumbang guys. Wah GG.
The ball in the court, they shot the 3-point, they landed
Ente
it.
dong.
Can they close this game out? A boy
Ente
desperately
dong.
trying to defend
Wah,
here.
ente
But I
guys.
think NIP Flash, they have it, they have
Nice
it
try,
in them,
nice try,
and
nice
they
try. Kita
will
lanjut
bring
ke game
us
ketiga.
to a game 3. Husky.
Lanjut ke
What
game
a
ketiga
game.
guys. Nice try Geek fam.